my BMT experience. It may be kind of long because I have a lot to talk about, or maybe not because it's kind of starting to be a blur. I joined back in April, which means I signed my papers to reserve. You know, once you sign your paperwork in the reserve, you're pretty much in. There's no backing out. So I was in the depth, I guess, from April until July is I think when my recruiter messaged me and was like, I have your date, you're leaving. So I left September, like the first couple days of September, and it's not really much to talk about. Like when you're reserved, you don't go to MEPS before you out process. You go to your home base and they pretty much out process you there. So I want to say I left on the 3rd of September. I left on the 3rd of September and I went to my home base, which is like 3 hours from where I live. And I filled out my paperwork and I thought I was leaving from there, but they actually send you home. So I went back home and I stayed the night home. So the 4th I woke up and I was on a plane to go to Texas. When I got to Texas, it might have been like 7 o'clock, I think. I don't know. And we just chilled in the USO. I met a lot of other people, a lot of other trainees that were on their way to BMT, and they were all freaking out like, oh my god, like this is gonna be crazy, are you scared? I'm like, girl, no, I'm just ready to get this over with. Like that was my whole attitude. I really was not nervous. I was just anxious to start the process. So we waited there for about 2 hours. Then finally a MTI came to the USO and picked us up. She wasn't mean or anything. She was just like straight to the point, like, let's go, this is what we need to be doing, we need to do this. So she got us on the bus. Our bus driver was very nice, very motivational. Like he gave us a whole motivational speech all the way there. So I'm thinking like, oh, this is gonna be easy breezy, beautiful. No. But the bus ride, it was probably like a 20-minute bus ride, full of motivational speeches. He asked us to talk to our neighbors, so we got to know people that we were going into this process with. So we got to base, and then they bring us to the first building. When you get to the first building, listen to me. Those are not your MTIs, okay? Those are helpers. You know, those are people that are helping you along the process. They issue your book bag, your personal items, your BMTSG, the simple things, you know, because when I first got there, I'm thinking, like, these are MTIs. They're nice. I love this place. Don't ever want to leave. Listen, that is not your MTIs. Let me repeat that, okay? So they issued us our book bag, they issued us everything, and they had us waiting in a room. They fed us a box lunch, and we were just all kind of just waiting there. They had the males sitting on one side, females on the other side. We were all just sitting there. Nobody was talking. I don't think we were even allowed to talk. They were just like, study your BMTSG, eat this meal, you got 10 minutes. And we were sitting there waiting. I promise you we were waiting till like 2 a.m. in the morning. Forced to not sleep. Like we were all studying our BMTSG. You want to sleep? No sleeping here. Study that BMTSG. So we were all just up waiting, and then finally they were like, we have enough people for our flight, so they put us on another bus. It was funny because the way that they take you, it's like there's Disneyland on one side and Alcatraz on one side. So we're driving, right? And we're like, oh, we about to stay in Disneyland. Oh, then they make that turn and we're in Alcatraz. So we arrive on the bus at 2 in the morning. More motivational words from our bus driver. And then an MTI gets on the bus. Mind you, we're gathering our things, standing up, ready to get off the bus. He gets on the bus and he's, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Talking to the bus driver. Like, it's really good to see you. Yeah, you too. He turns and looks at us and says, sit down! Did I tell you to get up? I didn't tell you to get up. Sit down! And we're like, oh, shit just got real. Oh. And we were all just like, oh my gosh. He was like, why are you sitting down? Get off my bus! Get off my bus now! Don't line up on them yelling at us right now! And I was like, oh my god. Did I get myself into? Oh. Send me home, please. So we're all running to the dots. running to the dots, y'all. We're just running to the dots, fearing for our lives, honestly. We line up on the dots. He's yelling at us. I really don't remember what he said. All I can remember is yelling and intense scaring of my heart. We were very scared. That's all I can remember. Lined up on the dots, and he marched us upstairs. And your EC people that are covering your shift for the first few weeks open the door for you. We all ran and found a bed that we thought was nice. We got our stuff together, and then we were sent to the shower. It was an awkward first shower. Obviously, it's going to be awkward first shower for you. You're seeing a whole bunch of girls naked that you don't even know. We were forced into a shower. I think there's like 8 shower heads for 40, however many girls. I think we had the smallest flight, they said. Our flight was very small. There's normally like a lot of people, and we were a very small flight. But yeah, it was a rush shower. I think we were like showering for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then we were rushed out, and then we went to sleep. Probably got to sleep around 3 a.m. We were woken back up at Reveille. So like 2 hours later, we were woken up, and your day just starts. And tip, if I were you, I would go with the clothes that I have on my body that day and one more outfit, because that's all you're gonna need. You're only gonna be there no more than 2 days before you get issued your uniform. So don't go there with hella civilian clothes, because you're gonna not need that. So we went to sleep. We were all tired, obviously, because we had no sleep. And that was our first 15-hour day. I'm gonna tell you right now, when you guys eat at the DFAC, don't feel like you have to get 2 waters. You have the option to get a water and a juice, okay? And if you want a water, juice, and a Gatorade, then cool, but it has to be at least a water and a juice, or 2 waters or 2 juices. Don't be that person that gets a Gatorade and a water, because you're going to be fussed out on your first day, and you're going to be even more scared. So get a water and a juice. If you can't drink down those 2 warm waters, get a water and a juice, or get 2 juices. You have that option. That's all I can say for the first couple of days. It wasn't really that big of a deal. It's just literally getting adjusted to the situation. Yelling all the time, hurry up and wait type deal. Just do it as you're told, and that's all I can really tell you. I'm trying to just point out the highlights of a BMT, because it's literally, you have a schedule every day. Like, they post a schedule so you can see what you're doing all week, so you're not left in the dark. What helped me through BMT, I made a little ghetto calendar in my notebook that they give you, and I literally wrote out the month and every day, just so I could have something to look forward to. And every day I would cross out the days. I'm like, oh, 1 step closer, 1 step closer. I think you get mail like the 2nd week, maybe, or like the 2nd week, or towards the end of the 1st week. That's a big question people ask. That card that you get the night that you're leaving the USO, they ask you to fill out a card with all of your family's numbers and emails and all of that and addresses, and make sure you fill that out, because that is how you will get mail quicker versus waiting for written mail. Just remember I told you that, so that you're not thinking like, oh, I don't know who you are, you asking for my family information. Do it, because you get mail quicker, and they're able to like text you mail. Like, sorry, I'm all over the place, but remember that. So 1st through 3rd week wasn't that much. Like, we were just getting adjusted to everything. The days did feel like they were going very slow. I say after the 2nd week it starts to fly by. 3rd week you get your name tags. Yeah, third week you get your name tapes. 4th week I think is when you get your 2nd issue, so like blues and stuff. That's exciting. Like, every week to me I felt like it was something to look forward to. Like, oh, 3rd week about to come, we getting our name tapes. 4th week, oh, we about to get our blues. Yes, we about to take pictures. Yes, so that's something to look forward to. 5th week, I can't remember what 5th week was about. It wasn't much. 6th week is when we go to the gas chamber. The gas chamber is an all-day thing. You wake up very early, you eat breakfast very early, and then you're on the bus very early. All day you're literally learning PowerPoints, basically the safety behind everything, the history, all of that good stuff. And the gas chamber is an experience I cannot put into words. The gas chamber, if you're unlucky enough like I was to be in a group that got a fresh pellet, oh my gosh, y'all, like, I can't explain to you, but my throat was closing, my eyes were burning so bad, like, I felt like it was over. I felt like I could see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I was done for. I'm like, I know they say that this is harmless, but I'm probably about to die right now. Like, that's how I felt. And you can't see anything, and then, like, when the door opens and you feel the air, it hurts worse. You think it would help, but it hurts. Like, it hurts. All you feel is snot coming out, you're coughing. It's just all bad. Like, I'm not going to even lie to y'all. A lot of people are like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Well, they got snot and tears coming out. It's bad, y'all. Like, but you will live, but it's terrible. You'll live, but it's painful. I did not like the gas chamber. That's an experience I don't ever want to experience again. It just wasn't a good experience. Beast is like they do the gas chamber the week before Beast, so Beast was obviously the next week. I had the great honor of being a TDL for Beast. You'll learn what that is. I was a TDL. Luckily my best friend in the flight was my co-partner. It was both of us in the tent. So me and her ran our tent. Luckily we got a good batch of girls. Like, all the girls listened, and for some reason girls just liked us in our flight, so we kind of just did our thing in there. Beast wasn't really like a big thing to us because we didn't get to do the obstacle course. A lot of things we didn't get to do because of the weather. It was cold and it was rainy. Mop gear was the worst thing. Like, we were in mop gear 99% of the day, most of the times. Like, that's what it felt like. It's so heavy, you can barely breathe. It's just bad. Like, that was my worst time. My worst thing to do in Beast was mop gear. Every time they said mop gear level blah blah blah, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, no, not again today. Not today, Satan, no. Like, that's probably the worst thing we all hated at Beast was mop gear. It was just so terrible. Other than that, Beast was just a week of getting through it. Surprisingly, the food at Beast though was better than DFAC food. Like, we enjoyed. You get one hot meal and like you get 2 MREs, breakfast MRE, lunch MRE, and then you eat a hot meal in the chow hall at Beast. The Beast food was bomb. If you can't look forward to anything in Beast, definitely look forward to your hot meal because it was bomb. Like, I even like working KP there because it was so good. That's really it. 8th week, obviously you're getting your last couple of shots and then you're about to graduate. Wow. I actually miss BMT, y'all. Like, I actually enjoyed it. We had very good MTIs. Of course, they were hard on us. We did a lot of motivational tools, which is like push-ups, sit-ups all the time when we got in trouble. Like, we did a lot of that, and a lot of times we got in trouble for doing random stuff, but I enjoyed the experience. You guys just embrace what you're going through. It's only 8.5 weeks. It'll fly by before you know it. You'll be in and out of that place, and you'll be like, wow, I made it. Take in all the experiences, take in everything that you're learning, and just enjoy the people that you're with. Build close friendships. Don't be that person in the flight that's to themselves, that's trying to be mean so that, you know, you don't make friends. That's stupid as hell. Like, apparently I was the one that came into the flight and people were like, girl, I did not think you liked me the first couple of days because you just had a terrible face. I'm like, girl, I probably wasn't even thinking about you. Like, that's literally my face. But I'm like, if you were to approach me, I'm very nice. So if you have a resting bitch face, I mean, I can't really tell you what to do because obviously I have one too. But be nice to people, get to know people. Like, them girls in my flight will always be my sisters to the end of time. Like, I will ride for them. If they call me like, Leisha, can you believe what this boy did to me? I'm like, girl, I'm on my way. Don't worry. Like, make close bonds, because those are people that you will potentially see again in life. Like, I will always cherish them. They're all gonna be at my wedding. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I love them to death, no matter what. So build those close relationships. Like I said, if you're like female flights, handle issues quickly and at the smallest level. Don't take unnecessary drama to your MTIs. They will hate you for it. Just handle it. Learn to get comfortable very quickly, because your showers are very short and you don't have enough time to be like trying to be cute. Like, girl, I don't want to be next to you. You're too close to me. I just felt your shower water drip on me. Like, at times there was 3 of us to a shower head, and we're like having dead ass conversation in the shower after a while because we just got comfortable. Like, you're all going through the same thing. You all don't want to be there. Just get it over with and knock it out. What else can I tell you? Oh, for a quicker way to get laundry done. Laundry passed out in the day. When you take your flip-flop, your flip-flops that you wear to the shower, you take a silver Sharpie and write your laundry mark at the bottom of your flip-flop and put it on your bedpost. So that way all you got to do is match laundry mark to laundry mark on the clothing item. That's how you get that quicker. That was a big thing. That's really all I can think of. Help your element leaders, help your dorm chief. Don't try to overthrow them. It ain't gonna work. It's just gonna cause unnecessary drama. Just help each other out. Y'all only there 8.5 weeks. Don't make it harder than what it has to be. Be that person, be that shoulder for your wingman, and get it done. Okay? Handle business. Don't come to play. Get it done. And you'll be out of there. I'm excited for you guys. Like, I wish I could be in your suitcase and go back to BMT if I could. But like I always say, if you have anything else for me, leave it down in the comment section below. I will be making sure I answer those. And good luck, you guys. I wish you the best.